Hello, I'm back with another my perspective. And so I want to make this civilization too. But last week I got to the nitty gritty and just called it legalized colonization, and we got legalized. But I want to talk about it again. But like I said, I came up with the idea with bagging the weed up, a certain scale. And so, like I said, people liked it. People liked it. And like I said, I think it led me to, one of the reasons why I got robbed in the alleyway. But like I said, they was like taking my packages off the street and shit, Somebody was watching me. And, which led me in the alleyway with the weed in my pocket and stuff like that. And so, like I said, people got jealous. Like I said, people got real jealous, I think. And, wouldn't bring my money back. Some people wouldn't bring my money back. And, I want to say that's the nitty gritty of it right there. They wasn't bringing my money back, and they was giving it to somebody else. They would let somebody else do it. And the crazy thing about it, like I said in one of the videos, like, how you give your money away to somebody all the way on the other side of the country, dude? On the other side of the country, yo. And so I think they was giving it, the idea and stuff, to Nipsey and shit. And wasn't bringing my money back. You know what I'm saying? And a few, I don't know, it was just bad signs, man. You know what I'm saying? People wasn't bringing my money back. And like I said, got into a fight with one of my friends and shit over one of the packages. Over one of the packages. It wasn't, and came up short and got into a fight about it. But I think that what I'm saying, he gave the money away. He gave the idea and style to somebody else. I'm not sure. But I got out the game though after, I started, having bad vibes and stuff like that. So I got out the game. I was like, I ain't want no more to do with it. But yeah, like I said, people got real jealous. And like I said, Nipsey, I think he got jealous of it too. And started making music about me and shit. And he put my name in his music, fucking up my credibility because of the size of the bags. Like I said, I was the inventor of the size of the bags. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you go into the dispensary. That was my idea. Those nickel bags and dime bags of weed was my idea. And so I guess he seen me as a fucking god or some shit like that, and I got robbed and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to do the same thing. He got killed. He tried to do the same thing. He got killed. And then Nancy Pelosi legalized it. She legalized it. You know what I mean? A lot of people get killed, but got killed over weed and stuff like that. You can't say, I don't know. You can't say it ain't a dangerous drug. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that. The only way you're gonna find out is if you get on the street corner and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Or get on the streets and sell it. You just ain't gonna just sit down at an office, desk or whatever, and just say and figure out it's a dangerous drug, man. Nah, no way. You gotta get on the streets, dude. You gotta get on the streets. But it's a way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? It's a way of doing things, though. But like I said, people got jealous. People get real jealous of that shit. know, he got jealous, got real jealous. Wasn't bringing my money back and stuff like that. And, you know, signs of, you know, them giving my money away and shit like that. But like I said, I should have did a smarter way. I should have came to the table. You know what I'm saying? Should have came to the table like Nino Brown did, you know? And shit, that's what I should have did to get my money. But I didn't, you know. Eventually you get more time for that. You doing that type of stuff though, but like what do I get out of it though? You know what I'm saying? Helping, you know, basically help the fucking country. You legalized it, colonized it, legalized it, whatever, and you give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? You give me nothing. I don't hear nobody complaining. I don't hear nobody complaining no more about the size of the bags. I mean, it used to be funny, right? We used to have weed and shit. Bags be small and shit. And the customers come back and be like, yo, man, this is too small. You be like, oh my God, man, here we go again. This is just too small. The bags are just too small, man. And here we go. Now, here they come. Here they come now, here they come. It's just, you know what I mean? That stopped. All that stopped. All that noise stopped. You know what I'm saying? All that shit stopped, man. And like people got, like I said, if you got jealous, it stopped bringing my money back and stuff like that. I guess, you know, some people thought I was like a god or whatever, you know? You know, people start mimicking my style and stuff. You know, mimicking my style of sales and stuff. You know? And now look at it now, boom. It's in the, you know, sitting in the dispensary. It's in the dispensary, but yeah, man. But yeah, I just want to talk about that, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's it. Thank you.